Do you feel like you would have been able to start, or do you think it still would have been no opportunity to?
Let's put it this way: remove the last name and ask the question again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
At the end of the day, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the number one guy in the nation. I mean, yeah. Go look at Texas, Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning. Arch Manning's the backup right now.
All right, Shedeur came out and said, I learned sometimes you have to take the high road. I'll spare you this one time. And then Gavin came back and said, what high road? What are you talking about? Spare me. So obviously there's some malcontent there. Gavin left the university. I spoke to the kid. He's a good kid. I have no issue with the kid. I wish he would have came on this show and said that. Listen, again, if it wasn't in the media, we wouldn't be talking about it. So I want to get your take on this kid who's left Colorado. He's now, I don't know if he's in the portal or where he's at. We've seen this happen. Obviously, he probably wasn't good enough, and he was definitely not going to start there. So I don't know if it's someone that's just pissed off. Is it somebody that's mad at the situation? But more and more of these situations keep coming out when people leave. Not only Colorado, all universities, FYI. I just want to be clear. Give us your take on this before you get out of here. We got another guest popping in.
Look, it's sour grapes. I mean, it sounds to me like he's pretty mad that he didn't get to play, and now is he in the transfer portal? That's what he said.
I think he is. He didn't say it, but I think he is. Hey, Matt, Cisco, who coaches here in SoCal, comedian, good friend of mine, he said the right thing here. Indirect messaging on a public platform is the new norm.
Yeah, it's very, very passive aggressive and very look, man, I think that it sounds to me like his feelings are really hurt. If I was Shedeur, I wouldn't even be giving it any. The only reason we're talking about it is because he responded. I wouldn't give it any kind of fucking attention whatsoever. Just because it's beneath him.
That's the point I have.
Coach Prime responded a couple weeks ago. Now Shedeur's responding again. I'm not saying it's getting to them, but I'm saying they do see and pay attention to everything, paying attention to all the negativity on social media. I know this because it's just the way it is. There's a lot of people that are very negative. There's not a lot of people that are very positive. So when all you hear is negativity, sometimes you tend to, verge that way a little bit.
But you agree. You would
figure it out. I wouldn't be responding if I were them.
But that's my point, and I know Jeff. Here's my point too. I'm glad because people say, "Oh, Matt he favors this, he favors that." The point is, though, you said, "I think I'm paraphrasing and I'm saying what I think you think. You actually think, shut the fuck up sometimes, dog, and just play ball."
Yeah, right? Man, just everyone. Yeah, both the kid that got cut and is disgruntled and saying that he should be playing because Shedeur's name that's the only reason they beat him out. He should shut the fuck up. And Dion and Shedeur and everybody in Boulder, like at some point, just the great Herm Edwards said this a long time ago, my rookie year, don't hit send. Write the message, put it in drafts, visualize it, but don't hit send. And look, man, they know more about this than I do. What the fuck do I know? But I'm saying if you give this little tiny fire a little bit of oxygen, it turns into a blaze and everybody's talking about it. And that's what this kid wanted, guaranteed. So the kid that called out Prime and then the podcast that they're on, I don't even know what podcast that is, but it's, they're running with it everywhere because it's another opportunity for Prime. It's another opportunity for Prime haters to say, look, disgruntled quarterback, it's just because his son's this or that, yada, yada, yada. And it's an opportunity for the community to kind of turn the vision and attention from a negative perspective back in Colorado's direction.
But
because
Matt, this family is the king of saying
it won't happen.
They are the kings, though, of saying they don't care when they do care. Why even address this guy? Look, he tries. But go put that tweet up again. He tries to kind of say, you're not worth my time, yet you are worth my time because I responded. Like, I just a weird move. Like, why even say this? I'll spare you? Like, what are you talking about?
It's heat of the moment. So if I could give any advice, heat of the moment wise on Twitter, you know, when somebody negatively responds to me or comments, I want to write, get fucked, like 99% of the time. I do about 1% of the time. The other 99, I write it and I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I just walk away, and then an hour later, I don't really feel the same way that I did when I made the tweet. So that's
exactly. It's like hey, I tell Smitty all the time, Matt. It's like busting a nut. If thy nut, get the fuck out. I don't want to be next to you no more. It's the same thing. After that nut, I don't want to lay next to you. And you think about it like, fuck, I should never have fucked with that bitch. I should have never fucked that bitch. But look, that is the same thing. Like,
well, you definitely should have kissed her. She ate your ass, you sick fuck.
I know, but listen, Jeff, you and I are probably the three biggest people on Twitter that absolutely go right back at people and say, fuck you, get fucked. And we get
I'm not scared of it.
All three of us right here.
I think Jeff and I did it to each other multiple times, and I've also done it with you 900 times. So that's how we say we love each other in our language. Fuck you, you're cool, fuck you, I'm out.
I don't get why people though don't see it both ways. And
there are times though where I say like, why did I even fucking care what that fucking?
I get mad at myself all the time for responding, and then I look at what I said and I'm like, God damn it, and I like erase it and shit. And I feel like such an idiot.
Yeah, I
feel like such an asshole. I'm like, fuck, I just had to erase my comment.
But the reason we're talking
about
has
more followers. Why am I responding to him?
And the reason we're talking about this is because Shedeur Sanders responded. If he didn't respond, like, no one would give a shit about this guy.
No one would even know it's happening, dude.
And the fact that he says, I'll spare you only, what does that even mean? Like,
well, it makes me feel like when I saw it initially, it made me feel like they're fucking around. Like, I thought they were two friends fucking with each other a little bit. Like, I'll spare you this time, motherfucker. Ha, ha, ha. But not like they're not boys at all, apparently.
I think the Gould guy won this argument, at least to me.
The Gould?
Yeah, because well, look.
He's getting followers.
Yeah, people are talking about him. And what if some school somewhere is like, you know what? I'm going to see if this kid actually did get fucked over, and they're watching this film today. So look, I understand the whole, you know, all coverage is good coverage. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. There's some shit that's really bad that you definitely don't want out there, but 95% of stuff that goes out negative or positive is probably somebody's Googling something, right? People that don't like Coach JB or don't like me or don't like Jeff or Smitty or whatever, they're probably listening or watching longer than the guys than the fans that do, because they want to see what we say next. It's the Howard Stern fucking kind of back and forth. So, man, you got to take everything with a grain of salt here. It's a smart play from this kid to get his name out there if that's what he was trying to accomplish. If it just happened inadvertently, like these two were just talking on a podcast, I'm assuming the other young man involved played at CU or something. I don't know who he is, but you would assume he's the one driving this and driving the show, whatever it was. And then this, you know, the sixth-string quarterback said some shit, and now we're talking about fucking Johnny Utah and shit. My name's Johnny Utah.
Hey, here's